They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it to about the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Patrick Willis, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Willis down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Score! Touchdown, Vikings! A 23-yard run! And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Gibson will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Now, always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway here in England. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. CeeDee Lamb, 84 yards. And the Commanders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Prescott to throw it. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Henry running right. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry, 67 yards. And the Pats respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson. Been good. And we are. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert flushed out right. Oh, good move. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Henry out of the pistol. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now Patterson to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Javon Hargrave. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Second down, here's Henry. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Draw play. This is Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Herbert now. That's brought in by Greg Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive.
A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Running from the gun with Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The kick by Carlson is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. Trucks over him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Prescott now. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, open man is Michael Irvin complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Randall dropping the hammer.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. McPherson's kick is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Shaquille Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. This is Jennings. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They begin the drive with Johnson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Down to about the 32.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jason Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. John Randall providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tackle for loss by Lawrence Taylor.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. On 2nd and 12, Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. To the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb from 6 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good to make it 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Nice move at the 40. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, C.D. Lamb. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. For the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Fields. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic?
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Jackson. Screen play, Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Again, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Dancing away at the 35. They find some open field here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Johnson, 40 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. All eyes on Fields. That's complete. It's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, so that's how you start a drive as he's all the way up past the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.